Greetings, YouTube. As you probably know, if you're watching this, YouTube recently hopped on the whole short video bandwagon, trying to, cut in on TikTok's slice of the pie. And so they have the shorts now, which is kind of interesting. No one ever used the word shorts before. It's even kind of appropriate, but yeah. So, and I don't seek them out, but they do pop up in my feed because some of the people I am subscribed to produce shorts. And frequently I will watch them, not all the time. And this particular morning I watched one, excuse me, and I'm not feeling particularly well today, hence the cough. I've got some acid reflux and I got a headache that's just killing me. And when I get into the kind of a I feel like crud mode, I often just kind of zone out. And so I pulled up a short to watch, and it was, I can't remember who it was this morning, and it was interesting. And then just out of boredom, I hit the down button. Now, the only information about shorts that YouTube has is my subscription list. And I am not subscribed to any conservative people. I don't need to listen to conservative people. I don't need to listen to the words of white nationalists. I know what they're going to say. I don't need to listen to misogynists. I know what they're going to say. So I don't subscribe to them. If I need to get information from them, I prefer to get it in written form. I find it a little more easy to digest, and it makes me less angry that I'm actually listening to or watching someone speak bullshit at me. And so the algorithms didn't have any information about me other than my feed, and again, no conservatives in my feed. Very shortly, however, I found I was getting a particular type of video. Remember, this is just this morning. I have never looked at shorts for any length of time before. I don't think I ever looked more than like 3 of them in a row before today. Okay? And I quickly found 2 things. A lot of medical videos, medical humor videos, like doctors making fun of doctors kind of thing, which I found quite entertaining. But then I started getting some really conservative bullshit. Disturbingly conservative bullshit. Like Jordan Peterson disturbing bullshit, or people lambasting the government for things that it doesn't do. People claiming Joe Biden, for example, is liberal. He's not liberal. He's a conservative Republican. Moderate Republican, conservative Democrat. But he's not liberal. He's not socialist. He's not progressive. Never has been. Never will be. But they, of course, think of him as being like Karl Marx because they are fascists. They are white nationalists, and they are literal people adhering to the code and ethos of the Nazis. Okay? So, yes, compared to that, Joe Biden does in fact look progressive, even though he's not. And it disturbed me that a guy who has no history of watching conservative people can look at that feed of shorts, and within minutes, I'm being fed vile shit that's deeply disturbing and pushing an agenda that is nothing but an endless stream of socially conservative hate, punching down at minority groups, at people who don't have enough money, or who are not white, or who are not men, or who are not straight. It astounded me how quickly I got that. So now I looked at the little 3 dots next to the video, and I'm thinking, okay, there's probably going to be an option in there saying, I don't want to watch this type of thing, because Instagram's got that feature. If something pops up in my Instagram feed that I find disturbing, I can just say, I don't want to listen to this particular person again, or I don't want to listen to this particular type of thing again, and it usually listens to me. So Instagram, remember, not in any way, shape, or form progressive or lily white, unblemished history. It seems to give me more features than the YouTube Shorts do, because there's no option in the YouTube Shorts to say, I don't want to listen to some conservative preaching at me hatred when it's not in my subscription list. So imagine if you have a more neutral subscription list. Or say if you are a person that actually watches some conservatives out there, or people that are on the conservative adjacent spectrum, you are going to very quickly be fed so much vile crap. Now, I have never experimented with this, and I know people out there who have. They've started clean accounts and with no information at all, and very shortly have discovered that they start getting fed conservative and white nationalistic type of material. And I think there was one study an article I read recently, somebody that did an effort, and it was like within 30 seconds of them having a feed, they started get fed things that began to push them into the white nationalist sphere. It's disturbing in a major way. And it just fascinates me that YouTube just does that so readily, so quickly. Now, I know that some people find my videos, because I talk about progressive things, and I talk against social conservatism, and I talk against white nationalism. Some people don't like that. Some people don't like it a lot when I speak out against white nationalism, because you see, I'm a really pasty white dude. I'm the whitest white dude that ever walked out of White Town. And when white people see me talk out against white nationalism, that disturbs them. They see me as a race traitor. So I understand that these folks are out there on YouTube, and they find me, and it's horrible. But I'm not looking for them. And yet, they showed up in my algorithm feed really damn fast. And that's dangerous. Because what happens if someone is less savvy? What if somebody is younger? They haven't been exposed to enough of the bullshit that our social media has thrown at them. They don't understand how subtly someone can begin to push you in a direction they want you to go. They haven't read enough. They haven't gotten cynical enough. That's dangerous. That's a pipeline to some very ugly places. That's a pipeline to getting people to support white nationalism. So why is YouTube doing that?